Systems open.
Hi everyone, I'm Rusty Dog and welcome to SnowRunner and welcome to Alaska. Now here we have the Colab 74941 which we're going to be using for this mission today. The narration on this video is probably going to be quite minimal. It's going to be a lot of gameplay, and I'll just kind of talk when I think I need to. Just want to get on with it. I have unlocked the Hummer by pulling it out of a lake, which was probably a mission I should have recorded because it was actually it was a very, very difficult task, but again, rewarding. All right, so we're going to leave the garage, but before I do, because I don't want to use up any more fuel than I need to, I'm going to show you what we're doing. We're doing the drilling supplies mission, and we have to deliver to the drilling site here. This is where the Hummer was, just about here. There's also a fuel supply right there. So what we need to do is pick up a cargo container and medium pipes. Times one. This is quantity, by the way. This is not slots. So I happen to know that the cargo container takes up 2 slots and the medium pipes takes up 2 slots. So rather than take a 4-slot truck with me, either with two on the cab and 2 on a trailer, I'm just going to do it with 2 on the trailer. And because of where these are positioned. So the first place we're going to go to is the port to pick up the cargo container. Then we'll go to the drilling site and drop it off. And then we'll pick up the medium pipes from over here at the warehouse. And then we're going to come back and deliver it to the drilling site. Mission over. Rewards are pretty good. And also the reward is that a new drilling site is built. I don't know what that's going to do to the game. But we'll find out. I'll be resetting the time to the morning before we set off, and we'll take it from there. That's pretty much all you need to know for this one. We're taking the Colab. It has the mud tires on it, and I'm hoping it's going to be slow, but it's going to be. I'm hoping that it's the tortoise and the hare thing, so the Colab can keep going, where faster trucks might have to keep stopping and starting for winching. So the Colab will end up, even though it's the slowest, getting there the fastest, if that makes sense. So this is the route we're going to be taking, if I can manage to keep my bearings, because I tend to come out of the garage and then lose my way for some strange reason. So I'm not very good at plotting waypoints, as it turns out. I don't plot enough is the problem, and so I'll just refine this route, and then we'll get our way to the port. We've been to the port many times, so it shouldn't be too difficult getting here, and then we just plot the route back, which looks like over here I think will be the route, and then running across here. I was across here only yesterday, in fact. This is okay to get through, I think, with the Colab. And now we have the pipeline, which yesterday I was on this side of with my Chevy, but I couldn't get to this side unless I either went all the way to the archway or all the way back across the rocky shoreline around the other side, which is what I did, because you can't get maybe because I had the roof rack on, but I couldn't fit the Chevy underneath the pipe, so that was out. All right, so let's just get on with it and see where we go from there. So I already have a trailer prepared. I hope I'm not going to spend too much time trying to hook up with it. Right, that's all. That's what we'll be carrying the goods on, just that. Right, off we go. If we are allowed to get some speed up, it can go at a decent pace, this thing. But how it gets over the snow, well, my first time with this vehicle in the snow. We will see. I knew there was a trailer out here, but I didn't know it was an empty one, otherwise I would have just picked that one up. I thought it was a service trailer, but that could have been on another map. Or the service trailer's on another road. So I think we left one somewhere. This is a bridge we built earlier. We used to have to come down that side road before we built the bridge. Now I have pulled the field of view back on the first person view a little, so it's a little further back, like you're sitting a bit further back on the seat, which gives me a slightly better view out the side. So we're already at the port. So I'm just literally going to, no pun intended, barrel my way in. Used up 20 litres to get here, more or less. So, cargo container. There we go. That's it. And as you will see, that, because it's a cargo container, takes up the whole thing. And I knew that beforehand because I got hold of a what I would call a sizes sheet, which showed me the actual sizes of all the cargo in this game. And so I knew that this was 2, and I also know that the medium pipes take up 2. Alright, so let's just stop the engine, and now let's replot the route to the drilling site that I think we should be taking. So I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here and say that we did come over this road, didn't we? Yeah, yes we did. Wasn't this a very narrow road, as I remember? Because there was that lake there where the Chevy got through. I think this is a very narrow road. I don't know if this big truck can get round there. But if not, now this looks even worse. And there's a stone fall there. There's a rock fall there. We got no choice but to do it. Actually, we do. It might be quicker because we'll have momentum. We just keep going to here and then to here and then back up here. I think this is going to work out quicker because we'll have momentum all through here. The Colob's not going to have any trouble getting through this section here. And then let's go a bit before. And then we'll just go. Does that look a bit waterlogged? It does. I'm going to have faith in this vehicle. Go across here to here. Now it does get a little bit tight in this section here. So look forward to that part, guys. And to here. Then we'll go here and here. Once we've done that, then we'll go to here and we'll fill up with fuel. And then we'll make our way over to the warehouse. And hopefully we can get there and back. Probably by this road. See if we can get there and back on a full tank. I certainly hope so. If not, I could always drag this fuel trailer with me to the warehouse. That wouldn't work because I wouldn't have a trailer to bring the other stuff back then, would I? No. Well, we're just going to have enough fuel. We've got a big tank, so we should be okay. All right. Right, let's crank it up. Let me just have a look around here. Okay, let's do this from here. All right. Okay. Just wanted to get my my bearings. Yeah, this is going to be a narrow road for the Colab, so imagine with the trailer on the back. Oh, actually no, because what am I talking about? We decided not to, well, I decided not to take that road. It's the road that goes to the left just before the bridge. Probably wouldn't have been a wise choice to do it with this. The handy thing about being on the outside of this vehicle as well is to be able to look at what the wheels are doing. Whether they're slipping and if you need to apply the diff lock or the low range. Well, this was the road where we were going to go up. It's probably doable, but yeah, I'm quite happy to just go over the wider roads, even if it's a little bit longer. But as I said, because that road is narrower and maybe a bit more tricky, it might work out that this is actually a quicker way, even if it's longer. So I'm not caring about the signs, just want to keep momentum going. so now this is where I want to be on the outside, just to check what the wheels are up to. As you can see, we have the second axle slipping away, so I'm going to put on the diff lock, and that should keep them all in check. And we won't be wasting so much of our own time. Now as for the signs I'm knocking over, I think once we get outside of kind of the bubble, like we have in Grand Theft Auto, once you get a certain distance away, I think that will all reset. I think so. Getting a bit bogged down here, but I trust this Kolob to get through this. Maybe go on the snow a little bit, see if we can just... Now the front's losing traction. And now so is the second one. Second axle, fourth axle is spinning. This is where you want to be with the diff lock. Yeah, we're not... By having the diff lock on in low range, we're going around the same speed anyway. And are we using up a little bit less fuel doing it this way as well? Possibly. So it's a case of slow and steady, slow but sure. We have fuel there, look, we can go to get some fuel there. I don't think there's going to be a need, so I'm not going to bother. If the terrain changes to more compact snow, I can start taking off the low range and also by default the diff lock. I'll be glad when I reach driver level 10, because I think I get quite a few more unlocks in the garage for that. Okay, now the Chevy got through here on raised suspension, and I think all-terrain tyres it may have been. So I don't have any qualms about this truck going over here. And the underneath of the water is stones, so let's take off the diff lock and the low range. Now admittedly, the Chevy I think had the snorkel on it. This doesn't, but it does have the engine a little bit higher up. Big rock there, look, whoa. As soon as we get to the bank here, we're going to have to go back onto low range, I think. That's providing it's not too sharp an incline. It doesn't catch the front of the truck on it, and it hasn't. Alright, so as for pulling the trailer, forget it. It's just not even a thing for this Kolob. It'll just, yeah, it just has no problem pulling something like this. I'm not 100% sure I've actually been on this particular road before. I think when I went to the drilling site yesterday, I'm pretty sure I came to it from a different road, from the top road rather than this bottom road. dear. Well, I did know it was there because I saw it on the map. It's just a question of how deep it is, really. Maybe it would pay to stick to one of the edges rather than go in the middle. Well, if we're going to get stuck anywhere, it's probably going to be here. If we can survive this, we can probably get through about anything. Again, it's just a question of how deep. I don't think I know I haven't put the snorkel on this thing, but well, it isn't complaining yet, but this isn't the deep section. You see, at the edges you can see the mud already, but in the middle, oh dear. Now I think that's because I've just run over either a rock or a branch. Or maybe perhaps both. So I think sticking to the right hand side here, at least we won't be going too deep. But you can see the mud there, so it gives you some idea of the depth. As long as I can travel over these trees coming up, then we should be okay. I don't think any other truck in my fleet, my current fleet, would have made it through here. Not without maybe a lot of winching, stopping, winching, stopping more, winching more, disconnecting the trailer, winching more, reconnecting, winching. So I may have had a quicker truck, but the fact that this just sailed through there means it ends up being the quicker. Now we are using up a fair amount of fuel, using up all the options on the truck, the all-wheel drive and the diff lock. Let's take the all-wheel drive off and let's put it back on again. Right, so now the ground is changing a little bit. So I'm going to try without the low range here and see what we get. We have quite an incline now and the wheels are spinning like crazy. So we're consuming probably the most fuel possible because we are really pushing here, mashing the throttle down. And to be honest, if that trailer turned over, I think this truck would have no problem just dragging it there if it had to. Okay, so I'm back to normal gears and no diff lock. Back wheels, back axles spinning a little. But as long as the other three are going okay, now the front axle's a bit loose. See the front axle spinning a lot faster. This is where your diff lock comes in really handy. So I think we're going to the right, we are indeed. So I'm going to go back into low range with diff. Now, I think I may have been on this road yesterday. I can't quite remember. With all the snow and trees, it all really looks the same to me. we're not too far short of half a tank, but I'm pretty sure we're over halfway there. Yes, see the blue ice there? That is proof positive that I have been on this road before, because I remember that in that specific place. Yeah, the only problem with it there was that the cab, the front of the cab, was caught in the ground. It's going to get quite narrow here. For some reason, well, you can hear me clicking maybe. It would not let me switch into camera mode. Really awkward when that happens. Okay, so the drilling site is pretty much after this bit. Now I have been through here in the Chevy. Yeah, it's not as bad as it looks. Although I can't vouch for that being the case with this truck, because the entrance here is very narrow. Look at that, look how narrow that is. I don't know if, yeah, the Kolob might be able to fit through there. It's going to be tight though. I don't want it to catch on any of the rocks, because then it's going to just stop. Wow, that was tight. We just got through there. And we're just literally yanking this trailer up. I brought the Kolob because I'd already been on this part of the road before, so I felt it could manage it. It's only the sudden inclines that could catch it out, really, because of the overhanging front. You know, that bottom, the bottom there on the front, just catching on something. I think that's the first time I've ever used a winch with this thing, at least on the front. Okay, so we're here, and of course we'll be using less fuel on the way back, because we won't be carrying this thing. But I really hope we've got enough to get there and back with this, because if we don't, we're going to be in some serious trouble. So we can unload Okay, so the cargo containers are now done, one of one in the top right hand corner there. Now we need the medium pipes, which are classed as drilling supplies. Even more confusion. Right, now we're going to go and refuel. Now I have used this fuel tanker before, so I wonder if it remembers the fact that I've already drained some fuel off it. I think it's hiding behind. It's not really hiding. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's round the corner there. Okay. Again, I'm trying desperately to get into camera mode, and it's just being a real pig about it. It always takes, to go from camera mode to static mode. So this is camera mode, and then when you click, your mouse appears and you can't move the camera anymore, so that's static mode. Then the idea is you click one more time and you're back into camera mode. It's like a toggle. Now every time you want to go from camera mode to static, it always seems to be one click and it works. But to get from static mode back to camera, sometimes it can take several clicks, and I have no idea why. No idea at all. But it always happens at the most inopportune times, which is always. Okay, so let's refuel. Yes, it has remembered. I took fuel up it before. Alright. So let's just turn the engine off. And refuel again. Did I lose anything? Not really. Okay. Now we have to plot a route to the warehouse. Now where was we came from the port to the drilling site, but we went all this way around there. Now from the drilling site to the warehouse, probably around the same. Oh, wait a minute, we can pick it up from here? Yeah, we can go here as well, look. Yeah, look, pipes. Because the yellow diamond tells us we can pick up from here. Right, we can just go to this one instead of this one. So it would be nice if when you click here it takes you to that one, but if you click it again, it takes you to the next available place to get it. You can get it from here. Otherwise, if it wasn't available from here, the diamond wouldn't be there. You see, you have your up arrow, which is your pickup, and then you have this one with a down arrow, which is your drop off. Brilliant. So we just need to go back on the road we came. So let's start plotting this route. Over the wet bit, over that wet bit, and then yeah, it's pretty much just going back on the way we came. Let me just plot one inside there. Oh, well, that's going to make the journey a little bit quicker, as long as there's no unforeseen hazards. There's a trailer park there as well. The park, eh? There you go. We're just going to go there and then we just venture back. So let's crank her up. We can go there and we save fuel as well, obviously, which is a massive bonus. We need to use less than 170 litres getting there. Well, no, less even than that, because we're going to use more on the way back. So I knew at the time when I detached that trailer that I could have done it in a better spot. Try that. Okay, we don't have the best turning circle in the world, but we may get around. I think I'm going to be putting the clock forwards very shortly. So until we start really struggling, I'm not going to switch to low range, not yet. Although down here we're going to have to, I think. Indeed we are. I've looked at some of the missions on the Alaska map, this Alaska map, not, I mean this particular quadrant. Man, I'll tell you, there's some of these missions that really are going to be lengthy and difficult to do. Basically because of their length, really. They're going to be absolutely treacherous, some of them. Because it says, you know, like get this, this, this and this, but they're all at different parts of the map. Or you may have pick up 4 oil barrels. And you go, okay, I'll pick up 4 oil barrels. But every barrel has to be delivered to a different place on the map, and they're literally on the extremities. So, it's going to be... I'm partly not looking forward to doing them, but they have to be done. And while they may not pay out very well financially, they may pay out well in terms of maybe ranking up or whatever. But I think for ranking, don't you need XP for that? The stars. We might be in a little bit of trouble here, guys, but it's going to depend how the front of this truck's going to react. We might be in a little bit of bother here. Yeah. I don't know if I can clear this ice. Okay. I know I can take a tighter turning circle. So I'm going to see what winch points are available from the front. Pretty much nothing. From the side we can maybe just use this one and maybe just pull. I just want to pull myself to the left. Like this, there we go. And now just get a much tighter circle and just miss that blue ice there. There we go. Wow. Oof. Now that we're out, it doesn't look like it was a close run thing, but it sure as hell felt like one. So you gain speed when you go into auto, but the more speed you have, the more likely you are to spin your wheels. So it's probably a good idea just to take it slow and steady. You've got to come back this way as well. Yeah. Because I've got to come back this way, I don't want to leave any big channels of wheel spinning mud, so I'm going to take it easy. Residential what? Quiet zone, please be respectful. Are you kidding? What's residential about this place? I'm the only one here. Obviously we still have to do and find that mission that requires to deliver the big drill bit, which takes up 5 slots. That's going to be interesting. I'll bet that's here in Alaska. And also the mission that requires the use of the seismic vibrator. Yes. That's going to be interesting. And apparently it does something like analyzing the ground below your vehicle or something. So maybe it's like data collection for whoever it is you're doing the job for. Well, here we are back in the river. And we'll stick to the same side that got us through the first time. Man. Is it me, or do you get more daylight time here in Alaska? Just like, I don't know. Isn't that how it is in reality? I mean, it's getting into nighttime, but the sky is still kind of bright. I don't know what time it is unless I go to the menu, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to stop the truck. I want to keep it going. Come on. When this thing gets its chain tires, it'll be quite formidable here in Alaska, because it will get through the snow a lot better. It'll still perform very, very well on the mud, and of course anything it pulls, well, it's not really an issue, such as the grunt of the engine. Seem to be doing okay on fuel. I'd like to have probably 200 litres in the tank when we get there. So we'll have used 140 getting there and 200 to get back. That seems like a good balance. We've used up 100 so far, so if we're 2/3 of the way there, then we're on target. I don't think it's too far away. I think we're kind of... This is the road that leads to it. Let's see if we can switch up speed a little. I mean, there it is, where the diamond is. So we're using around 12, 13 already. Doing it this way. We're using 13 as well. Yeah, that was 10 to 10 at night. I wish they'd give us a time slider so we could slow time down to like 0.5 or 0.25 or something like that. It's okay, so there is the warehouse. And now we're on that ground where we can really push it. So we're probably going to get there with about 230 litres, 225 perhaps, maybe, depending how... Ooh, back end sliding out there. You can kind of really get a sense of it as well. Yeah, good on fuel. So medium pipes. That's it. Let's go. Oh wait. Stop the engine. Because now we have to plot our way back. But what are we looking at? That's what we're taking. Mediums. Obviously the long pipes will take up the entire trailer. This is just the mediums. And then this should get the This should get the drilling site up and running. I really do believe that when you go to the map, if you're on a mission, the map should not autofocus on the destination, and it's doing that because this is highlighted. See, the map goes to wherever it gets clicked on, and if I click on medium pipes and then come out of the map and go back in, it still remembers the destination. So I think it shouldn't highlight here at all, and it should autofocus on the player because that's the most important aspect in the game. And then if you want the drilling site, then you can come over here yourself and click on it. It should autofocus on the player. This move to player doesn't even need to be here. Let the map autofocus on the player, although yes, it might be here, because if you start wandering away, it's nice to have that function. Look at where that upgrade is. Collab's not going up there. So yes, it would be nice to not have this highlight and not have the map focus on the destination. It's unnecessary because it's literally a click away. Anyway, so back at the player. All right, so we're gonna twizzle round, and then we're going to go out and then back on the road we just came. So we're looking at going over this way. I know there's only really one road, but I still like to mark it properly. And we're just gonna plot loads of waypoints just to make sure that I don't, because there's been many times where I've just put a waypoint somewhere just slightly in the wrong place, and then I find myself drifting off on the wrong road without even realizing it. Alright, there we go. Route plotted. Let's crank it up. We have the fuel. 228 liters should be enough fuel. So let's go. Alright. Whoa. Yeah, took a chance. A little shortcut. See if we can still hit the target. There we go. Alright, so we can do this part of the road just on the all-wheel drive until we get to, well, probably about here actually. We've got some momentum on the way up, and that's probably about it. So going by the game clock, it pretty much took us all day to get to the warehouse. Nice little turn of speed here at the moment, so make the most of it. Not gonna last. is where it ends, because we're going back into low range gears, and we just have to hopefully get back to the drilling station now from here, going over the same terrain for the third time. So it seems, even though it's quite tight in places, that I did choose the right vehicle for the job. Even though we don't get there, it'd probably be down to my incompetence more than anything else. But I think, as far as incompetence goes, I think I've done pretty well in this game up to now. Because I think I can honestly say I've taken on a few contracts and tasks where I probably haven't used, I'm not going to say the right vehicle, because the fact that I completed them means I had the right vehicle, but it's probably not the ideal vehicle. But let's say that, you know, I mean, there's probably could have taken a better vehicle that I had at the time. Maybe could have sold and bought another truck that would have been a bit more competent. And the only thing that does really is increase the challenge, and of course what goes hand in hand with that is that it increases the frustration and the anger or the annoyance. But then, you know, if you get to the end of it and you manage to do it, no matter, you know, even though it's been quite a mentally draining challenge, if you manage to do it, then the highs are better as well. You know, you feel even more satisfied, even more happy that you completed a task that possibly was done under more difficult circumstances than it needed to be. And there's quite a satisfaction from that. I wouldn't want to take a truck that could do the job too easily. Maybe this is one of those cases. Maybe there is a case to be argued, I suppose, that taking this truck has made this job easy, because I haven't really had any major challenges. I mean, this has got stuck a couple of times, but after using the winch. So this has just been so far this has just been a, let's call it a mission of patience. I haven't had to really tax my brain to figure out any problems. So I know that when I drop this off, when I complete the mission, I'll be happy that I got the rewards, but the satisfaction won't quite be as good as, say, some of the missions I've done on my previous streams. So maybe there is a psychological advantage to making the trip more difficult for yourself, because you'll feel even better when you've done it. I don't know, just a thought that I have, maybe. You know, the harder the task, the better the reward, I would say. I wouldn't want to be able to just, you know, do these contracts with these trucks that can just get from A to B without even, you know, any problems whatsoever. There's no, it's probably quite numb to do it that way. There's no challenge, and with no challenge comes no satisfaction, really. Or at least you shouldn't really be feeling satisfaction if it's not challenged you, because this is what this game does. it challenges you and says, let's see if you can work out how to get this from there to there without, you know, breaking it. Or without tipping over or whatever. Now I had to winch out of here last time, and I'm guessing I'm just going to have to submit to that and do it again. So full power on then, and hope we can winch out again, just to get the front end of the truck over, because it has that overhanging scrapey front end. Now I'm hoping I've got the trailer right. My mouse pointer's disappeared off to my other screen for a visit, so that's why I've ended up in the brush. There we go. God, imagine turning the camera around and finding that your trailer's not there anymore. See, that we even got the foam at the bottom of the water, where the water's going down the hill here, and at the bottom you even got the foam at the bottom, which is brilliant. Right, as long as I don't get stuck here, well, we should be good to go. I don't think I've had a sign for dangerous water level at all yet, so I'm going to have to really thread the needle here, get this through. There we go. We're okay on fuel. 134 litres still to go. And we're not that far away now from the drilling site. Now this is going to allow the drilling site to be operational. So maybe that's going to generate its own contracts and tasks, maybe, because now once it's operational they're going to require perhaps more pipes or oil, or, well, I hardly think they're going to require oil. It's a drilling site. But you know what I mean, maybe it'll generate something, I don't know. Or it might just be the case that these drilling, I don't know what they're called, those drilling arms there, they might just start working. And we'll see them animated, and that it could be just that. But we're going to be finding out in the next minute, say. Because we have made it. Slow, but it wasn't really challenging, not really. It was, I would class this as very, very straightforward mission. Oh, contract. I cannot get mission out of my head. It's not like I'm a secret agent or anything. Alright, so we can offload this then. Alright. The new drilling site is built. Good to know I've got someone I can trust to get things done. Thanks, partner. You're welcome. Alright, so that's it. Nothing. Now, the only reason for dragging this trailer all the way back to the garage would be to get claim the 3,000 credits back, or 3,000 whatever the currency is. Otherwise I would just detach it and recover to garage. So I'm going to leave this trailer here. You see that mission I've got up there, which is, I don't know, I untracked it, but it doesn't let me forget about it. Can't seem to cancel it. That's a pig, because every barrel needs to go to a different place on the map, and it's, from what I can remember, it's quite spread out. So what this may have done, I'm going to check it, but what this may have done is opened up more contracts on here. These are all locked now. Doesn't say why. Oh, well, this one's locked because we've done it. New drilling site is built. Have we done all of these? Service hub reactivation. No. Oh, there's the tunnel. Gateway. There you go. And gateway to White Valley. Now they've got names. Oh, okay. Well, I've not been through any of those. This rock obstacle, we can drive around it. So I guess because we've been going for an hour, that's taken exactly an hour. We'll just have a quick journey into White Valley in the Hummer and just take a look what's just at the other end of the tunnel. I don't know about going into Mountain River because I think the Hummer's going to struggle through here. So let's have a look. I noticed that I didn't move up to ranking 10, but it wasn't that long ago since I moved to rank 9, so I guess, you know, I'm going to have to wait just a little while longer. Alright, so from the garage to White Valley then, we're going to have to leave the garage here, this way, go through the pipeline. Quite familiar with the territory up to here. And then, oh, actually, I have been on this road before. And then we're going to drive around the ragged rocks like a ragged rascal, and we're going to go up here and take the tunnel and just at least unlock the map. Alright, so the Humvee with its big lights on the front. Let's see if we can get a bit more daytime going on here. I'll be interested to know if there's anything on the other map immediately visible when you get in. I'm seriously doubting there's going to be a garage or anything. But you never know. Ooh, slidey, slidey, slidey. We do have the mud tires on this, so we're okay. It doesn't have a diff lock, but it does have low range gearing. This is kind of really the first outing with the Hummer on these tires for me. I haven't really used it for anything. Just a quick test. When I got it back to the garage and put the light bar on the top and changed the tires, I just took it for a little 5-minute test. That's all it's had really. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, it doesn't have jackknife around, or fishtail, or whatever you want to call it. Fishtailing, I think, is the word. Look at the guy's crossed hands, and I don't have any steering input going. They need to improve that. Yeah, so we can pick up a little bit of speed. I mean, we're only doing about 25 miles an hour. So those signs that say 55 max, I would say that they're a little bit optimistic. Now I know we can drive around these because I've done it before. We can repair them. The option is there to do it. Wow, we're really sliding here. I can't get any acceleration. Mud tires on this particular surface, they're not friends. They're not on each other's Christmas card list. It really doesn't gel very well. once we get into the more sludgy stuff. These tires are really good. And probably even more so on a vehicle as light as this. Probably can really perform well. Are we actually hitting 30 miles an hour? Wow. Better get my helmet on. Slight drifting, snow drifting. Oh, it's locked. I've not seen that before. I thought as soon as you found the tunnel you could just go through it. Oh, I must need a higher rank or something, or to complete a specific mission. Or maybe I need to unblock that road with the stones, with the rockfall. Oh no. Okay, well, blocked for now. Well, getting over here is not going to be too much of an issue because we'll just go over there. So let's give this a shot and see what the hell. Put a marker there in case we need any fuel. I'll probably go across. I mean, yeah, this way. It's probably going to be the same for Mountain River as well. Unless this got unlocked earlier and I hadn't realized, because I did say before that I'd seen one. And it wasn't this one. I think Mountain River got unlocked before. And then we have Pedro Bay, which is the other map. This one, Pedro Bay. See, from North Port, where we are, you can get to White Valley and Mountain River, as we can now see. And from Mountain River, you can go to Pedro Bay or White Valley. So from Pedro Bay to North Port, you have to go through 2 maps. That's the only thing. Alright, so let's see. We're doing really, really well on fuel. So I may not need that fuel station that's up ahead. We've only used 7 litres to come all this way. Let's see if we can do a J-turn. I don't think we can get up enough speed, can we? No. No, not really. That has to be one fluid movement. And a lot faster. So let's see what awaits us down here, because I have definitely... I can pretty much say I've not been down here before, but I'm not going to be 100% sure of it. Very difficult to steer here. Very difficult to steer. I don't think I've been down this way. Certainly don't need any fuel at this point. Good to know there is one there though. Whoa. Alright, so now, again, oh yeah, it does have a snorkel on this, so it'll get it up and take water up to its mid, but I think going across here directly, it depends if you can see what's under the water. I mean, we can go to the left here, I think. We might be able to have more success on the left. Yeah, the problem with the left is that there's no real winch points as such, so if you get kind of bogged down there, you're going to be in trouble, unless there's some dead trees in the water, then you can possibly do it, but that way alright, I am tempted to go to the left. It's just a gut thing that's telling me to do it. And it may be silly of me to listen to that, but do it anyway. Oof, slidey, slidey. I think it's a pretty low range. You really need reverse on sometimes. It's just a case of looking at the terrain and really trying to figure out where the best way is to climb up on the bank now. And it looks like here. Alright, there we go, we managed it. Can't say I was 100% confident the entire time that we were going to do that. But because I didn't hit that marker, I'm just going to have to readjust my route now. And just move these markers. See how we can do this. Just move them there, there. Let's just see if just hitting them is going to be enough to get me on my way, and it is. Alright, so we're definitely on our way to the tunnel. Whoa! Very slippy. Yeah, I went through some snow yesterday, pulling the Hummer back to the garage, and man, it was the deepest snow I've ever seen. It must have been a foot and a half thick. Locked. Our barriers are down, so it looks like yes. Oh no, maybe not. Well, let's see. Way. There we go. Nice sky. Let's not skip the scene. Let's take a look. Ooh. Ooh, that looks like a wilderness, doesn't it? Alright, let's take a look at the map. Whoa. Oh my god. Is that a major bridge collapse? Oh yeah, it looks like we need to fix this bit there. And ooh, guys, there's a truck there. Let's see if we can let's see if it's pick-upable. Okay, so we've got gateway to White Valley. That's the locked one that we came across. Some more huge water there. That's a lazy cop-out. They could have drawn more roads on there. Just a great big body of water. Can't access the lighthouse. They said, oh, we won't. Let's not bother with plotting anymore here. Let's just put a lighthouse. Service hub is right there. All right, let's take a look at. Well, the bridge we can look at another time. I want to see if I can just pop over here and see if this truck is unlockable. Or whether it's part of a mission or something. Let's have a go. Trees in the middle of the road. Or a road in the middle of the trees. Oh, is that another frozen lake? No? Yeah, well, I mean, it's, yeah, it is. Sort of. Yep. Hope this is a truck that I don't have. Oh, it's a big service thing. It's got a big, oh no, that's, yeah, it's a big service truck. It's probably another, I bet it's another Fleet Star or something I've already got. And it's just parked there. Oh, service convoy discovered. It's part of a mission contract. Okay. I'm Bennett from the Alaska River Extraction. The service trailer in our convoy is stuck in some deep mud. We're in dire need of help to get it unstuck. We're happy to pay the going rates. I'll bet you are. And I guarantee you I can't pull it out with this thing. Not going to stop me having a quick try though. But You see, I'm stuck in the deep right now because I'm an idiot. I don't think I can get close enough to these trees and also winch the truck. I mean, maybe I can. But yeah, I'm really stuck now. Let me see if I can use this tree and just pull myself out, because I'm just wondering whether I can get behind one of these and just use it as a support. Yeah, close the functions. Okay, they're closed. Go. Now, if it's possible at all, then it's going to be possible probably with this tree, the greener one there. But I'm going to try with this one first, just in case. I'll just see if I can go smack on it sideways like this. I think we're going to be too far away, but we are. Okay, so my only hope, Obi-Wan, is this tree right here. They've kind of got to be... I don't think it's going to be possible, because it would be too easy otherwise. Well, not necessarily too easy, but... Oh, it does do it. Okay. I have to make sure that it's not going to flip me round either. I want to be pulled... I want my truck to be pulled up against the tree. And then stay there. But wait a minute. Where do I have to take it? Does it just have to go... Let's take a quick look. Is it this one? Oh, deliver it to the service hub. Does it just need fuel? Because I can... Well, I mean, I can give it some fuel from my Hummer. But it's not going to be enough. It might be. There might be enough fuel. There might be enough fuel there to crank it over. Well, it'll crank over, but to get it to the service hub, it's not far away. Right, if I go to repair, okay, so the truck might be okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to refuel from the Hummer. Yeah, I am. But only to the supply, right? I can't supply the truck. Is that right? Is fuel tank full? Fuel tank is full on the trunk repair supplies. That's the trailer. It's the Paystar 5070 that needs the fuel. As you can see, it's 0 out of 250. But I can't... Looks like I can't choose it as an option, so... I guess that's that then. I can probably fuel it from a fuel tanker, but as you obviously can see, I don't have one. Yeah. I can fill up my fuel from the actual service thing, that'll be fine. But why can't I get in the truck and take the 40 litres from there? Maybe I can, I don't know. Oh, come on. Yeah, change. If this highlights and it doesn't, Yeah, I can't get in it. If I could get in it, then I would... It makes sense to just take the 40 litres out of the service and put it into the main tanks. I don't know why that's not an option. And then I would just winch the truck back on the tree and get it out of there, and then we can drive it over to this thing. I don't really fancy looking around for a fuel cart. What is all this? What the hell's all this? A load of stuff fallen? Or is it some kind of weird graphic pipeline or something graphical? There's a tunnel as well, probably going to Pedro Bay. Yeah. Alright. And I guess to do the Watchtower you would have to go... Oh, I wonder if at the service hub there is a fuel tanker. Not that I could pull it. Man. Yes, closing of functions, closing of functions. So yeah, by barricading myself against the tree, I was able to pull the truck out at least. Oh, I think the service supplies. Ah, the service supplies is me. Yeah, it's me in the back of the truck here. It's this. So I can't refuel from my own thing. Which is fair enough, I suppose. I thought it was from the truck. Sorry, yeah. My mistake. I'm sure some of you were wanting to point that out to me, but I worked it out. Alright, let's skedaddle down here. If I can get out of the snowdrift. Bank. See if we can unlock the watchtower. Slidey, slidey. There's the watchtower in the background. You can barely see it through the sky there, top of the trees. Very, very faint, very faint, but it is there. I'm guessing that's it. I've got no idea now where I'm going. Alright, so... Oh yeah, this is where it all stopped. That's not where I put it. There. There? Oh, what the hell is this? Trouble, that's what it is, it's trouble. And then this... This looks like a, I don't know, a pipeline that's... I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get to that point. I don't know what's in the service station. Well, obviously we can repair ourselves, but I don't think that includes fuel. I don't think so. Can't remember, to be honest. But I don't need repairing, do I? Because I'm fully intact. Okay. It just looks better in the daytime. You can see all the details better. Maybe if you do a mission without accelerating the time, then you get more reward. I'm not sure. Now that should tell you that the mouse went off the camera. Whoa, look at that. Mouse went off the camera. A I'm getting all my words wrong, guys. My sleep pattern is out. But the mouse went off the screen. There we go, we have a fuel station we found. Might as well while we're here. And I don't need to fill the supplies up because they're still full. Alright, so are we turning right here? Yeah, we are. Now I don't know whether this is passable, because if it looks like the pipes are down, like all the pipes are down. So this road might be completely blocked. This looks like water. And it's not really getting us closer to the tower. Let's take a quick investigation, and then we may have to get a little bit creative. I knew you'd do that. I'm trying to remember what button to press. Honestly, there's so many. C and V and R and F, X, escape. Which ones to press at which times? So let's go down and see what the hell this is all about. Oh yeah, we ain't getting through there. Not a cat in hell's chance. So you take the high road. There's the Watchtower at the top of the mountain. I don't think I fancy going up there, if I'm honest. Maybe we'll find an upgrade. Who knows? We are literally just exploring at the moment. I don't know what that is. No idea what that is. Looks like some boxes there. And it also looks like a very good place to cross. So I am there, there I am. I am here, here I am. So let's cross the river here. Aha, is that on high? This might be passable. Over there, and then we're back on that road. But is it going to get us any closer to the tower? Well, we're going across here, aren't we? So let's find out. Hard bank. Okay, let's try wheel first. There you go. Instead of going head first, because this has got an overhanging front as well. Although not as bad as the co-op, it does have one. And there we can get through. Oh, crumbs. Okay. Let's see how good these mud tires are. This could be end of game. This is either end of the road or it's going to be very slow. And we might be bogged down here. I might even leave this thing here just to come and rescue it at some other point. You know, like no recovery mode. Is it going to do it? Is it actually going to do it? Look at that lovely road in front of us. Oh, a diff lock would have been nice. Let's see if we can reach that tree on the right hand side. No, what about with this one? No. No, we are... Oh, there we go. We have a saviour. A real one. did think we were going to have to leave it. Oh, that's some thick forest. I think we're going to have to travel quite a long way round to go to this watchtower, because it's literally the other way. But the road is curving around. Whoa! I'd love to be able to drift it round, you know, with some really good physics, but it's not quite up to the task there. I don't know where we're going really, or how far away we are from the watchtower. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, I ain't going up there. I don't think there's... What have I found here? Yeah, can you focus on me, please? Thank you. Oh, okay. So I could either... what if I go... No, that's trying to be fenced off. But I'll bet there's a mountain right there, and it kind of goes up here. I wonder if going around this way then... I have a feeling it's maybe more this way. Oh no. Don't know. To go around it. Okay. Because I don't think this road's going to go up a mountain. I mean, what's in here? Anything? I mean, nothing's unlocked here. Maybe it's because we're getting ahead of ourselves in the game, you know. Oh, it's like oh, it's a lumber mill. Lumber mill. Oh, don't bog me down here for flipping heck's sake. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I was to get bogged here? So now we're going to go this way. If we can steer the vehicle. And now we're going up the mountain. But there's also a side up the mountain there. So now what are we going to do? I think the side road is the way then. Oh boy. This is going to be, yeah, this has to be the way up. Yeah, okay. Well. I should have ended this video when I completed that mission. Contract. Fall off the edge. Because there's stones in the way, just deliberately there, just to make life hard. This would be a good time to use cockpit mode, cockpit camera really. Oh, really climbing up here quickly, aren't we? It's quite a steep ascent. Got no choice but to follow this road, really. I'm just thankful I had the mud tires on this. But there may be some areas of this map where you just have to have chain tires. And I'm hoping that this is not one of them. Oh, don't give me a choice. Oh no. Well, it's to the left. Come on. Push, push, push. I see you, tower. I see you. I found you, I got you. Top of the mountain or not, I got you. We did it. Well, I did it. Well, me and the Hummer. Oh, you're not going to bog down here. No way are you going to do that. Yes, rank 10! Awesome. It was worth it then. You see, there's some more of that 1.5 foot thick snow. Look at that. And the snow seems to go a lot deeper than what my vehicle is, which is bizarre. Look at that. That's some weird stuff going on there. It's like I'm floating on air. I got rank 10. Yes. Let's do the observation. Oh, look at that place. Right. Let's take a look at the map and see what we have done. So we're up here. Working stiff. That's okay. A sawmill, yeah, lumberyard kind of sawmill thing. Working stiff. Alright. And I'm not going to do this one, but this road here. Where does that come from? It either ends there or it's starting there. But where would you get on? Oh, here perhaps? So you'd probably get on here and then squiggle your way around here to get to there. Yeah. You'd have just to go like that. Yep. Then you can get to that one. That's for another day. Oh, we didn't do too bad then. Came in down here and we're right up here already. Kind of a smallish map, this one, compared to others, I think. Alright, so what I want to do now then is just before we end this, just go to... actually, I'll go this way. We'll just go to recover. Be interesting to see what I've unlocked for the various different vehicles now that I'm at rank 10. Oh, SnowRunner gearbox. Customized for better off-road performance, sacrificing gear count, fine. Top speed and fuel efficiency, but offering 3 low gear. Right, so this is basically when you go into low gear, you have a low gear high and a low gear low, as well as your standard medium. That's there, that's available. Race suspension, you probably have to find that somewhere. Oh. First vehicle ever with chain tires. Yes. I might be keeping the Hummer in Alaska, so it might be worth doing it. However, I am more interested in this. Has it unlocked it for this as well? Oh, no, you can't put mud tires on this thing. All right. Okay, let's go to Michigan, Black River, because that's where most of my trucks are. Or vehicles. Most of my vehicles are here. Obviously, I don't need chain tires on them here, because it's only really for the ice. I think I'll sell that. Alright, so this guy, for example. If I wanted to take it to Alaska, for example. Not yet. I have to reach rank 12 for that one. And then this one can go to Alaska. Anything more on here? Yes, race suspension is available. Did I have that before though? I think I did. And then I can get the... What am I running now? 45. Well, I can't really fit any bigger tires on, so the race suspension... Don't know if there's that much point unless I'm going into some really hilly places. Got the extended one on there, diff lock. I'm sure I will have unlocked some things. Gaugeable all-wheel drive. This I've got 2 of, so I can sell. And sell. Because who wants rear-wheel drive only, right? Oh, I've pretty much got everything unlocked for this, which we knew about. Okay, well, at least I've unlocked chain tires for maybe a couple of vehicles. Let's have a look at the old Chev. Yeah, indeed. There you go. Now that would be useful in Alaska. 38-inch chained. We're going to have to play around with this then. Alright, so that's it. I will now leave and upload this video at 1 hour 41 minutes. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.